Leonard Nimoy became, you hear the phrase best friend, but what does that mean? He was my brother. It took us a while to get to know each other and realize that our life paths were similar: death, divorce, debt, success, glory. All of it happened almost like it was happening to the same person. He became this thing, my best friend forever, but he became my brother. And when you're in a position of being in the public eye and you realize everything you say could be held against you, that people will talk about everything you say, I knew that anything I told Leonard and anything Leonard told me was sacrosanct. And in this business that we're in of being in the public eye, that's very rare. And I treasured it. And his death meant more to me than uh, most people that I loved because of how close we were. You know, the sadness was in the last 6 months of his life where he was dying. He stopped talking to me, and I never understood why. It was a great hurt to me, and I'm told that many times people who are dying, either consciously or subconsciously, don't want to see the people they know. There's something about dying in front of them, and I'm hopeful that that was it because I loved him as a brother. I'm like everybody else, I presume, stumble around trying to do the best you can, and but what seems to be unrecognized, at least by me, is that you have little effect on what your life is going to be, what it was. We have, I don't know whether to say none, whether the forces of nature, of the unexplained forces around us guide our lives, and we think we're making decisions, but we're actually not. We're in the hands of nature, of God, of however you wish to explain it, and your life is, yes, it's yours, but it's not. Experiences, both good and bad, of being alive off camera. There are some, and some of you know them, who haven't quite made the difference between reality and that fiction. So going up in space, filled with all the fears of burning gases, seeing the blackness and killing fields of space, and looking back and seeing the life forces on the planet, and realizing with grief in this case, which is why I was crying and I didn't understand it until hours afterwards, of weeping when I get off the ship because I saw the beginning of the end of the earth. We are killing our earth, and those moments up in space made it more dramatic than ever that we need to stop global warming right now. We don't have any time left. And if I were to do this again, go up in space again, I would come back with the idea, because I've interviewed a lot of people who are working on the solutions to carbon dioxide and carbon monoxide and plastics. They're working on a solution, and it's a race between the technology that's in this position and the technology that can get us out of this. That's where I would be. Global warming is an interesting aspect to everything we're talking about. Mankind has been gifted and cursed with a curiosity about everything. So we go looking for how did that work? How does two cells put together become one? How does fission work? We're dealing with the mysterious forces of nature, and we just barely can see them. And the unexplained deals with mysterious forces that we have no explanation for, but that doesn't mean there isn't an explanation. It means we, in the poverty of our knowledge, don't understand, but gradually, slowly, the secrets are being lifted out. This is what this is. This is what that is. This is a phenomena of nature. You bring it into existence, you examine it, and while you're examining it, it's alive, and you stop examining it, it ceases to exist. What is the meaning of that? So, just given that one fact can jostle your imagination to what else can happen. And unexplained, what causing the waves? What caused the wind? Why did the sun rise and set? Things that we now know because of our instruments, because of our curiosity. But there's limitless mysteries in front of us. Will we ever know the difference between science and science fiction? I don't think so. Because anything we can think of science fiction is, in fact, a mystery in science. What a lovely, lovely speech. Thank you so much for those words. And I return them to say I admire and love South America. I go there as often as I can, and I'll be there Christmas week. A pleasure to have talked to you, everybody. Hello, everybody in South America. I'm William Shatner, and I've played on television for many years. I am a fan of so much of South America, the cuisine, the art, the we are in fact discovering with LIDAR the civilizations that lived for so many years and disappeared mysteriously and are overgrown so we can't see them now. But with our new equipment, we're beginning to see the fascination of what South America was. Uh, for one, am following it closely because it's romantic, it's human, it's bizarre, it's entertaining. The magic of South America. And as I said, to go to the furthest southern this Christmas will be like the finale of that curiosity. I love South America.